Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Fine, I hope. Okay, my voice sounds better. I tried to get on a live yesterday and I sounded horrible, but then I sounding a little bit better, and then I got on Kim's live with Ange, and I was able to try to have a good time, but I was sneezing and wheezing on that whole live. And Kim, I'm so sorry if I messed up your live yesterday coloring, but I'm gonna tell you, it was rough. It's just, I think it's because I had cut that grass and then I blew the leaves and stuff. But for some reason, I can see clearly right now. I think it's the steroid drops that I ended up getting. And today I can see clear, but I mean, it's not like 100. It's probably like a 60. But, and then I got my lights set up just right. So, yeah, it is. It is what it is. Hi, Blue Skies. How you doing? Thank you for coming over. How you doing? How are you feeling? I hope better. Hi, Coloring with Lori. I hope you're feeling better. I know your the neck thing. Oh yeah, you know what? And I know, and I have some, but I have some from last year, and you have to keep that stuff current. And I didn't get any local honey, and I didn't take my Flonase 3 weeks in before. But I didn't know I was going to be buying a lawnmower, a weed whacker, a trimmer. I opened up another account just to get all these things. I think it came to like $600, $700 because I couldn't find everybody to do the stuff. My regular workers. So I said, let me just buy this stuff. But I didn't know I was going to have all these issues. The thing that I forgot to get was um, goggles. You need goggles. And me with my eye issues and stuff, girl, I was so mad when when that stuff blew into my eyes. But you know what? I feel good. My mechanic's shoulder, because I had the shoulder regeneration or whatever, it held up. And actually, I feel like my shoulder isn't in pain anymore or as much. And I think that's probably what I needed to do something, because I actually stopped doing the therapy part. Now it's almost been 2 years since the shoulder replacement. Well, not replacement, repair. And I really don't want to have a replacement, so I'm trying to work it, and it doesn't hurt. It doesn't. I mean, a little tinge, but mm-mm. So maybe I needed to, do more pushing, pushing exercises. Like I can feel like it's sore. What I put on here now is this cream right here. This cream right here, baby. This is the same thing as Vidicor. I can't think of what it is. You can put this on your back, your hand, your shoulders, anything, and just put a little bit on there, and it actually works within one treatment. But I try to put it on once a day, but sometimes I forget because I don't have any pain for like a couple of days. But Voltron, I think that's what it's called in the store. But this is the name of it. But if you go to the store, it's called Voltron Arthritis Pain Relief. This stuff works so well. Oh my goodness. So that's why I was able to do the lawnmower and everything. The only thing I regret is because I didn't have the goggles. Hey, TaylorMade, how you doing? Hold on, let me put y'all comments up on here. Now I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna do this little haul, and then I'm gonna talk about this book. Girl, I finally got it, and then I found out that this is not the book that everybody has. But then I looked at what they have, and I think this one was republished. Um, and the link is here in case anybody wants to color, because I'm gonna be doing reverse collage. Is my boo up in here? See, I can feel it. I felt it. I felt it. I felt it. I felt it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Right, Michael Jackson style. I felt you over here. And did you get my sign that I sent you? A wonky pro. Hold on. I gotta get my tongue right. Hold on. Let me get some water. Hold on. Here, let me get some water. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Me, me. One key pro. Hi, One key pro. How you doing? Yes, I got to roll that tongue and roll them R's. Arr, Camellia de Erico. Yes. I don't know why I do that. I get a tickle out of it. I sure do because I can do it. A lot of people can't roll their tongues and roll those R's. They can't. Okay. But I can. You did? So, yeah, so are we surprised, Juan Pro? Mhm. Hey, Blue Skies. And I did it just, I said, well, I don't know if he's going to get this. Because, you said, at me if you got some news on that wish. And so I said, and I think I sent you something before when I sent you the agenda to the Belize. So I said, well, let me try this again. He said he got it, but I didn't know if you had how you had gotten it. So y'all know I'm not really up into the app, the cash, because I mean I'm used to working with official documents and stuff like that. So I mean, I need to get with the social media lingo, but we don't. When you work for the government or work for a professional company, please don't at people. Please don't send in your work email. Don't at and hashtag. Okay. I remember one of my managers said, "I'm gonna need to let this girl go," and I said, "Well, what does she do? Because I'm always trying to help people." She said, "I told her stop adding people because I guess she had some problems with her emails and stuff, and well, I already knew, but the IT people let them know that she sent inappropriate emails at work." And she kept adding and I don't know, she was doing everything, all these symbols and stuff. And that's a flag if you work for a job and they give you the email. You can't just be doing all that editing and cash apps. You can't do that. You can't do that at your job. And they have security systems, IT security system that's sweeping the company like every day, like sweeping. They sweep it with a broom, okay, because they don't want to get any viruses and stuff like that. But anyway, he says she keep adding people and hashtagging, and at that time I didn't really understand what a daggone hashtag was. I don't even know why I'm telling y'all that. Well, because it doesn't matter because I'm retired. So, but anyway, here's a word of advice. If you are using any government equipment or private equipment that is not yours, please don't do that Cash App and the X thing because if they have a service that is monitoring their network to prevent viruses, they will see you. Okay? Hey, Miss Lori. Hi, Miss Coloring with Lori. How y'all doing? It's coming soon. Okay. Well, okay. Well, I can't wait to see. You let me know when you. Well, I don't even know. Can you at me before you come? I don't even know how to do it. I ain't trying to get, but I need to figure out what your um what your thought is about the fact that she has postponed it and that she actually had a sponsor, which is another person, which is some old random person on here from London or somewhere. I don't know, but she's managed to scam a little bit. She needs to put some some respect, right, on the NYC scam. Like we don't already know, right? She doesn't even understand, but she's living in the woods in the country part of the greenery part of New York, allegedly. Hi Angela Porch, how you doing? Hey Miss Ange. All right, let me get into this. But we're gonna talk about it when you come on to your thing. If you come on, let me know. Cause these people over here, they want to talk about coloring. Cause they don't know nothing about the ratchet stuff over there with the lady trying to have a YouTube award. Okay, we ain't gonna give them too much, Wonky. We ain't gonna give them too much. So I went down to the CVS, y'all. Y'all know I had $14.50 in my rewards. I already put the stuff away, but I'm going to show you what I did get. Now I got this because I need this for my art supplies, but I got $17 worth of stuff for $2.35. I will show you the receipt, but I think it probably has personal information on there. But I got that for my where's my stuff? Oh, I got that for my glue. And I do put a plastic bag over my Mod Podge because Miss Dee Dee Wellingham told me. I know somebody else told me what else I can use, but I freaks with Dee Dee. So if Dee Dee told me to put a plastic bag on here, I don't need no more tips about anybody telling me else what to do. Okay, I've been watching Miss Dee Dee for 5 years, and then she say, View, put a plastic bag on your Mod Podge before you put the top on there because then, hold on, yeah, then you can open it up better. I'm doing what Miss Dee Dee say. I do what Miss Dee Dee do, and then I can get into my Mod Podge stuff, okay, and it won't stick the top. Put that bag back down on there, and then I screw this up in here. Hold on, screw to the right. Screw to the right, okay, and hold on. Is it right? Yeah, it is right. Okay, yeah. But don't tighten it. Just do it a little bit, and it'll keep everything. I'm trying to use this Mod Podge up. Miss Dee Dee does not recommend Mod Podge for the reverse collage. She recommends with her highfalutin self. She recommends this golden matte medium. Now I tell you, this stuff ain't cheap. And I was like, well, why can't I do this? But she says she don't have good results. And I've been using this. I'm gonna use this all the way up. Use me till you use me up. And I can't get this one open. This is brand new, so I don't have any choice. Hold on. I can't get it open. My arthritis is not letting me be great. So I'm gonna have to ask the mailman or a FedEx driver, whoever come by here, to help me get that open. Just crack it a little bit. So, but anyway, what she does is she puts some of these empty bottles like this. Now, I do not use no Brillo Basics. I never heard of damn Brillo Basics, but what I'm going to do with this, I'm using this to wash my brushes, okay? Don't judge me. I need the container. So once I take this and put this in something else, this stuff for my brushes, I'll put it in my brushes. I'm going to put this in here, and then I don't have to worry about no plastic bags because you just put all of this in here, and then all you have to do is like, boop, and squeeze it out, and then, oh, did I? No, I didn't. And then you keep it like that and just peel it off at the top. You keep it in here instead of being in here because you, child, I done messed up a whole bunch of stuff putting my stuff up in this thing, trying to pour it out and stuff. Girl, you can't work. So she said that. So I know I have about half up in here, but then I want to put this in here. I feel like Dee Dee, I feel like I want to mix these both so I can get rid of these two containers and have one. And I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to find something to put this in, and this was going to be for my brushes. I actually need the container. You know, sometimes you got to put stuff on the back end so you can get good stuff at the beginning part. You know, just I'll find an old Maxwell House coffee can or something like that and put it in the corner in the back or something. You know, don't put it somewhere where it's going to fall over and ooze and mess your wood cabinets and stuff up. You know, I'll find some place, but I'm taking this stuff out tonight and I'm filling it with both of these. Well, View, why don't you wait? No, I'm doing both. I'm combining both. And you know what? You never know. Both of these together might be really good. Okay, I'm just saying. But that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, my art products. Y'all know I like science experiments. And then the next thing you know, when my stuff look good, y'all be like, what did View use with her stuff? Child, she mixed the damn hodgepodge and the damn golden matte medium. Well, girl, let me go get some. See, that's how you start a trend. But anyway, if it don't work, it's okay. I don't care. So I had to get a backup one of these. Each one of these daggone markers, if you go to the Amazon, it can be $7 for one marker. They got these down at the Ollie's for $1.99 for 5 of these. Okay, y'all know how I brought a whole bunch of them, and then I left one marker to cap off, and I freaked out. I sure did. These are alcohol markers with the thing, but then after I came back in and realized I calmed down, so I already had. Okay, I already had a backup. I needed the backup for that one, but you know what? I think I'm good. So these are my backups, and then I already have, you know, I got enough little supply. But girl, $1.99. If you go to the Amazon, it's $7.99. If you buy each one separate, at some point they had it on there for 7 something a piece. And let me tell y'all what I saw with these daggone crayon pencils. Oh, Crayolas, girl. Hold on, let me just tell y'all. I have to tell y'all this. No, ma'am. I'm in my drawer. Let me show you. The limited edition ones, the ones I got, did I take them out? The ones I got down to the, oh, here they are. The ones I got down to the Staples for $2.40. These mother workers are on Amazon for $17 for 8 Crayolas. 8. Every time I tell y'all something, y'all don't listen to me. And then when you can't find it, I tell you to go to Ollie's or whatever you can or not. But everybody got a darn Staples. Y'all should not be paying no $17 on the Amazon for something that's at Staples for $2.49. And y'all, are y'all crazy? Are y'all don't look at me. That's what happened. Y'all don't look at me, but I give you tips and stuff. I try to help you save money. And when I tell this, when it's at the store, run if it's something that you want. I don't just get on here just to be hauling stuff, child. I'm over here trying to save some coins. And I would never pay $17 for 8 Crayolas. Are you crazy? These are the limited edition ones that they've retired, and these colors are everything, but they're not worth $18. I know y'all lying. I looked at the Amazon thing. I was like, no, ma'am. Mm-mm. And the markers are $3.49. Do I have a box right here? These markers are $3.49. I didn't see how much they were at the Amazon, but I don't care. Child, I paid for 2 of these for this and the crayons. I paid less than $6. Staples. Go to Staples if you want to do a Crayola. I don't need y'all getting on here highfalutin spending all this money. I'm trying to help people save money. Then y'all getting on here telling people to go to Amazon. How dare y'all step on my daggone Crayola toes? No, we're not having that. Mm-mm. And I told y'all where to get the shit from. And then y'all over here fucking my damn game up. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cuss, but y'all know I don't really care. Shit. I'm trying to. Where is the pencils at? Hold on. Cause I only bought the markers and I bought the pencils. Don't y'all step over my toes. I'm telling y'all right now. And then y'all be like, oh, we can't find them. Amazon sold out. Oh, they $20 or $30. A month ago, I told y'all that it was at Staples. Where the pencils at? The pencils are $1 at Staples. They $8, $10 on the Amazon. And then y'all gonna be mad because you can't find them. No, I don't care if y'all don't like me. I'm gonna cuss if I want to. Yeah. $1. Was it $1? No, $1. One of the y'all, I don't even know. This didn't cost more than $7. And they trying to sell this pack of 8 for $18. $17.50. I'm not telling y'all no more. Well, y'all know I am gonna tell y'all more stuff. But girl, when I went to the Amazon, because I heard somebody say they was 18. View, I thought you said you bought yours for $2 or $1. And I said I sure did. Why would I lie? For some Crayolas? Why would I lie? I love Crayolas, and I want y'all to get a deal and a bargain. So I walked my ass on over there to the Amazon, and I put the name in there, girl. The prices were ridiculous. When I done told y'all a month ago that they had it over there. Okay, let me calm down. Damn it. Y'all spending y'all money. Girl, it's your money, ain't my money. Because I'd be damn, I'm going to spend $18 for 8 goddamn raggedy ass crayons. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I probably shouldn't cuss because I know I got a whole bunch of Bible people over here. Y'all Bible people, I'm sorry. It's just me. If you don't like it, child, I ain't going to cry. So I was down at the Ollie's, and I didn't know that these were Crayolas. Y'all know I love some Crayolas. These are and these are no bleed markers. You know I got to put this to the test. They're not supposed to bleed through the pages, and they're permanent markers. I said, I know you lying. Girl, hold on, open this. Child, my fingernail polish is not working today because I done went through doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I've been doing this abandoned book thing. Y'all wait. I ain't reading the comments, y'all. Y'all know I'm still half blind. But anyway, we're going to see what these do. These are supposed to be permanent markers. You can color rocks and bricks. What did it say? Rocks? Hold on. Oh, I can't see. Plastic, wood, metal, fabric, canvas, and it's permanent markers. And it say, take note, no bleed through. Okay, they're not bleeding through nothing. Okay, they're not bleeding through. So let's get a piece of paper, shall we? No harsh. Oh, hold on. The promise is no harsh odor, smooth, fine lines, and here are the basic colors. That's fine. I just need the basic colors. I don't need no fantastic pink and no debonair purple. Give me the damn 6 to 8 basic colors and I'm good. Writes on most surfaces. Well, I just wanted. Let me find a coloring book that I can sacrifice. Hold on. Uh, let's do a Nature Mandela because this is one of her books. Miss Child Mel Pomino Chetsi Panatigo 2. And so this is one of her books I like. And now this her paper is kind of better quality paper, but I should use a cheap paper book. No, let me use a Creative Haven. Hold on. Let's color in this one because I don't really like the. Oh no! Oh, this is a new one. I can't even say if I like it or not. Well, I don't. But we're gonna see. We're just gonna hold on. Let's at least pick a cute page, y'all. I haven't read the comments, y'all. Hold on. I said something. Keep calm. Y'all know I hate words. Ooh, let's just do this one. I don't like words, but it came with 8 colors and it says no bleed. And so how I'm going to test it is I'm not even going to put a piece of paper on the back of it. Y'all know you're supposed to put a piece of paper in the back. Let's see. They don't smell like anything. So let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got that. We're gonna do that, and then we're just gonna do some orange in between. Don't ask me why. We're just gonna do that. So then we're gonna do some red. We're gonna see. It say no bleed through. And I'm not pushing it hard, y'all. I'm just trying to give it the benefit of the doubt by trying to go light. So it said no bleed through, and then we're gonna put some orange up in here and blend it. And so it's not supposed to bleed through. It said no bleed through. Now it didn't say paper. I don't think, did I see it say paper? I feel like I need to check it. We're gonna put some green. We'll go with their little colors they got right there. And then we're gonna put some yellow. That didn't work out well. Anyway, we just gonna, let's see. We're gonna put some purple. I don't even feel like doing that little bobbing anymore. We're just gonna put some purple here. There's some purple, and I didn't go real hard, and I think this is blue. And it said it's not gonna go through. Now I'm gonna tell you, it is like a Sharpie pen. And it's got a hard little, it's a fine tip, but it's still kind of rough. And I have it leaning to the side, okay? Child, for $3.99, if I could color in a regular coloring book. Okay, so those are all the colors. Okay, before I flip it over. Hey, Peggy, how you doing? Hey, Amy Travels, how you doing? Hey, y'all. Do y'all think when I flip this page over, am I going to see something? Ange said, calm down, view. Am I going to see something on the back of the page? Somebody type a 1 if y'all think I'm not going. Hi, Dawn. 1 if you think I'm not going to see something on the back of the page like the little thing says, or type a 2 if I'm going to see something on the back of the page. Now, this is Creative Haven book. And y'all know how Creative Haven paper is. So type a 1 if I'm not going to see anything according to their advertisement. Just from what y'all saw me do. And then type a 2 if you think I'm going to see that staying to that page and the next page. And maybe the page after that. Let's see what's going to happen. Hold on, let me put some music on. Let's see if anybody votes. Okay. Seconds. Okay. I'm waiting to see. Okay, we got. Oh, look at Wonky voting two. Okay, so we got a two for Color and Lori. We're gonna see some stains. We got a one. Angie said they said it on the box. It's gonna be there. Okay. And Amy says a two. They're gonna be a stain. Juan said he believed in the product, the labeling, the marketing, the advertisement. Okay. All right. Let me turn the music off. Oh, Blue Skies. Dawn said they put it on the package. We gonna get. They gonna deliver. Blue Sky said, "Girl, View, you better just stop playing and pull that paper across there." Okay. Hey, color with Tim, man. Blue Skies, didn't you have a one? Then she said a two. Okay. I don't know either. Okay, let me turn this music off. Let's see what's gonna happen was. All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me get this off of here. Let me put the chat here. Okay, so here we go. Now this is Creative Haven page, and hold on. What the label say? What the box say? It said no bleed through, and you can color all these things and all that. I didn't say nothing about, but it said no bleed through. Make a statement. Make it last. Okay. Permanent markers with vibrant colors that you can use the right color and no bleed through, no harsh color, smooth lines. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, my vote. I'm going to say, because I didn't put it down hard and I didn't put it down. So I just put it down like, I was trying not to put it down hard. So I wasn't trying to make this something that it wasn't. I'm just, for me, I'm going to say, because I know this paper, but I love Crayola. I'm going to say it's going to go through. But let's see what we got. Hold on, y'all. Get that one page. Hold on. What? Do y'all see that? Can y'all put a one if you type one already? Say I told you so. No, just say I told you so. View. Let me just see. If you put a one in here, can you type I told you so? There is nothing through the page. Crayola. Do you know? We didn't know nothing about this. Did y'all know that the Crayola had a and this is a permanent marker, y'all. This is not a watercolor marker. This is not an alcohol marker. I don't know what they did. Team Crayola. Yes. It didn't go through. And I didn't do it hard or super soft or anything, but you can see how I was applying it. Girl, look at Wonky's world. Wonky said, "Yes, Miss View. I love the Crayola." Yes. Dawn said, "Oh, look at Dawn. Dawn is so compliant." Dawn said, Miss Dawn said, "I told you so." Oh my God. Right, Blue Skies? And Blue Skies, you was there for a minute, but then you switch your vote to number two. I just went two straight up. Right. There is not, y'all see there is nothing there. I got the page right up to the thing. Y'all know if you'd have done that with anything else, it would have went through. And that's why, and it's a permanent. Okay, we need to find out how many more of these got. I found these at the Ollie's for $3. I think it was $3 and $2.99 down to the Ollie's. $2.99. Okay. So we need to find out how many more do they have. If they got these 8, and this means you can color in whatever markers in any book. And I don't even know if y'all understand a lot of issues when you buy coloring books. You can't use markers because they bleed through the page. And let me just sacrifice a page so I can show you. Let me get a piece of paper and show you what I mean. So let me just get an alcohol marker. And I'm going to just use a hoo-hoo. and show y'all what I'm talking about and what a lot of people talk about. How we like to use alcohol markers, but they go through the pages. Okay. So here are three random colors. Let me see. Let me just. I'm gonna use the chisel. So I'm gonna color this, and this is nothing fancy. I'm just using it to show y'all what people that color and that like using alcohol markers with these cheap paper that the companies are selling us, but they're still uh, making the books expensive, and then they're lessening the pages. Okay, and that's how you would color. I'm colored that the same pressure that I would color with any other marker. And actually, I'm still kind of going light with this. I'm not pressing down. Mm-mm. But this is an alcohol marker. Okay. And so, and then the thing is, sometimes there are drawings on the other side of the page. That's the big deal. People that like coloring with alcohol markers have to find pages that only have one-sided drawing, or one page with one side. Do you know this is a game changer? And how come nobody said anything about this marker? Now watch, everybody going out to the store tomorrow and gonna do all these videos, and everybody's gonna say, I saw this at a view, it's a view. They're not gonna say that. It's okay because I don't care. Hold on, I really don't care. Hold on, let me put a nice red color. Let me put it this one. And I'm really not pressing down on it, but this marker is so juicy, you just have to work real fast. Oh, so let's see what's going on. Okay. And then just to be fair, let's just do that with that one. We already did it, but I'm just going to do it again. Now, it's permanent. So that's the part that gets me. And they are juicy. But when I color with markers, I tilt them to the side. Like that one didn't even make any noise, but I tilt them to the side. So, and I turn them and tilt them to the side. So, let's just see. We're gonna color around this one. But see, some markers just sound like they're making noise. Sound like you really pushing them down and stuff. I'm not pushing them down. Okay, is that the last color? I have one more. Yeah, I got two more. So let's see what we get. Girl, this is a deal changer. That means if they have more of these, you can color in any coloring book, no matter if it's double-sided or not. Let's see what happened. What happened? Calm. Alcohol markers. Boom. Nothing for Crayola. Ain't that? Look at that. Y'all see that? Hey, Foxy Colorist. Foxy Colorist. Crayola got some markers for us. Go down to the Ollie's and get you a set and try them. $2.99, girl. They called the Take Note. And you know what? When I looked at these, I saw these like about 4 months ago, and I was like, I didn't really notice them, but then I did see Crayola. I was like, oh, those must not really work. That's why they didn't package them different, because they don't have, you know how they normally have the Crayola? Girl, $2. And I said, let me just try these because, you know, some things I like, and I really like alcohol markers. But the thing that made me get this, it said no bleed through. They not bleeding through. Foxy girl, Foxy. Hello, boo. And I put them down right here. They didn't bleed through. I put the there, and I put the Crayolas around there. Only thing you see is calm. Girl, I love when the science experiments work. You got though? See? Now, see, girl, we could have known about them if you'd have reviewed them. Girl, don't you hold on no Crayola crayon products and not do that, please. Okay, please. I'm asking you. I beg of thee. Girl, and I had seen them in the store. I never did buy them because, you know, I don't know, well, one, because I do like Crayola, but Foxy, they don't, you know, hold on. This is what it looks like on the thing. But then you would think it was a just a generic thing. I know I see Crayola right there and I see Crayola right there, but it doesn't. It's almost like Crayola is ashamed of these. Like why y'all ashamed of these? Oh, I'm sorry. This is what it is. Okay, this is how you look at it on the hang tag. Now, does anything about that looks like Crayola? I looked at it while it was hanging and I said, that's my Crayola brand. And I said, let me look at that real quick. And then I flipped it over and I saw my Crayola. Now, I didn't even see these at Staples. And y'all, that's where I get my Crayola products, is from Staples. Okay? Staples give me everything I need up in there. Up in there. They sure do. With Crayola. And so I was like, okay, well, let me get these. And then I said, oh, they're $2.99, and they've been sitting in the store for a long time. I said, well, let me just try them. But then when I saw that part that say no bleed through, girl, I said, let me try it. Let me see. Yes, it's not big at all. Right, and then, well, no, these are not very pointy, but you know what? When they're pointy, Miss Foxy Colorist, you don't do them like that. You put them to the side. You lean them to the side. Okay, like this one, it seemed like it's not gonna work right. Hold on, but you still work it, but you never put the point down. You turn it to the side and use it. See? You do this. You slide in on the side with it, and then it's just like. And actually, you can color better. Well, not you. I'm just saying me. But see that now that orange act like they didn't want to cooperate. Let's just see. Okay, so we got the purple and the. I mean, see, you put them to the side. You don't do them like. Well, you can do them like that, but then you got to work it, and then this thing like you're gonna tear the paper. Lean it to the side and do the rock away. Okay, that's what you do. Hold on, let me show you. Girl, I'm so happy. Okay, now if y'all do this and get it on y'all video, I would appreciate if y'all say, I saw this at the View is a View. Okay, please do that for me, y'all. I'm trying to grow my channel over here on the coloring channel, okay? I know everybody like to say, oh, I just found that out. Not saying any of y'all, but can y'all just say, I heard it from a View is a View and give me a nasty piece of hashtag or something? Because I feel like I don't even need to be bringing stuff to people. And then, Foxy, you done had these things in your possession and you didn't tell us about these? Girl. Now, let me work this orange. This orange, now the orange, Foxy, check your orange. This orange, see, this might be a fail because the orange is not, Now, out of 7 colors, this orange, I don't know. Maybe that's why they at the Ollie's, because the orange people said they want orange and they not giving the orange. I'm going to tell y'all that. So the orange is not delivering. Let me dip it in some water. Some water. Let me dip it in some water. I don't even know. Is it alcohol or what? But usually if you dip it in some water, if it's a water marker. Uh-oh, acting like it's trying to do something. Maybe I need to dip the tip in some water, girl. I'm just telling you. Now, if it was alcohol, then you dip it in some alcohol. But I'm just putting it in some water. But it says it's permanent, so I'm thinking that it is alcohol. No, this orange just said F it. I don't know. Oh, but look, it's trying to come through, but Oh, hold on. Hold the dough. Hold the dough. Hold the dough. No, it did come for a minute. Oh, it's trying to come. Hold on. Look. I done revived the orange. Girl, I'm good. Please give me a hashtag. Please give me a thumbs up, y'all. I do the science experiments for y'all, okay? I do. I sure do. I done brought the orange back to life. You'll be tearing pages. See right there, Miss Foxy Colorers. I know. Because I did it. You know, the only reason why I'm saying it is because I've done it before. And then, but once I get a product, that's why it's very important to sample your products. And don't get a new set of pencils or markers and just get to your brand new coloring book, the one you love. Oh, I'm going to color. I'm going to turn it. Get you a little scrap piece of paper or a little raggedy coloring book or something that you don't even like and practice it or swatch it. And then you can see. Okay, so it looks like I'm not putting any more water on this. But I can tell it's still kind of, It's like maybe this was the last one in the batch, but it's kind of it's trying to deliver. But I'm turning it to the side. If you put it like that, you'll tear your pages up. Yeah, you won't do that. Just I do my Ohuhu markers to the side. I do all of my markers to the side. I never go straight down because then you put too much ink down, and especially when you get close to the edge, you have that thing straight up like that. All that ink will get around. But if you have it to the side and just stop before you get to the edge, you can work it and it won't seep all the way through. Girl, look at me. Oh, I got the orange two in together. It's just I think what it is this the wick is harder because even when I was using the other ones, this wick is a little bit harder. So I'll be curious. I may buy another set to see if it's the wick because it looks like the product is coming through and the wick just needed to be moisturized. You can't be working dry stuff with a stick. I mean a wick. Ooh, okay, y'all know what I mean. It has to have some moisture. Yeah. So yes. Hold on. Let me see. And look, all that. Now this right here, I did kind of push real hard right there, but look, nothing came through, and even that didn't come through. I was showing you how to use the point and how not to use it. Don't do the point like that. And see the point part that I've used, it goes through and tear your pages up. Look, nothing through, no bleed through. Child, my job here is done. What you say? I'm going to pull him out and do a review and shout you. I need to practice. Please, yes, side coloring. That is actually the best way. I don't know why people don't tell people that. They just get on here and be showing their little fancy products and stuff, but they don't tell you nothing. They be turning and they be looking good, but they don't tell you anything. And then I get on here, I'm the black sheep of the family over here, I guess. But I like testing stuff out because I look at a lot of people using products and stuff, but I've never seen anybody use these. And when I saw them, I was like, $2.99, girl, and there's no bleed through. So this is opened up. Hold on, where's my phone at? Is anybody able to Google it to see how many, if they have some more? Can somebody just hear? Because I want to go through my abandoned book thing. I ain't trying to get off the video yet. It's the Crayola Take Note permanent markers, no bleed through. I guess it's the Take Note. Can somebody, anybody? I don't know where my phone is. Hold on, I can't see. Y'all know I can't see. Help the handicapped lady out. And that's gonna be until July until I get my surgery. Yeah, it's no bleed through. And see how many they have. Because the Ollie's is $2.99 for 8. Can somebody check? Yeah, the green is good for foliage and everything. And just the fact that you can use it through cheap paper. So with the good books, it's not going through. Nothing went through. And that right there was the point when you hold it straight down. Do the sideway coloring, girl, you good. And that was the alcohol. Oh, alcohol. Yes. Blame it on it. Okay, let me get to my Did I finish everything? Okay, and then what else did I get? I went down to the CVS. I bought all those products I spent $2.35. I got like $16 worth of stuff. Okay, y'all need to see everything else I bought, but I got the baby wipes. This is 72 of them. I got these at Dollar Tree. Why am I lying to y'all? The other ones I got from the CVS. But anyway, don't matter. Try to get more bang for your buck. So $1.25, I got 72 of them. And if you're doing reverse collage, you're going to need a lot for cleanup because it can get messy. And then I got these. I don't like these, but I got them because I want to identify the pages that I'm working on. But these Jot products to me kind of suck. And I just have to find a good brand of. I love Post-it notes, but I use them so much, I just don't find it economical. But I think I'm gonna buy a big old box of Post-it notes or something where I have like all of them or something like that. I'm gonna write Post-it notes and ask them, can they send me a PR box? Because if they send me a PR box of Post-it notes, baby, it's gonna be on and popping. I do love posting those. I wish I created them. So hold on, y'all. These are the ones that I got from CVS. Rain White. That they made hair care products back in the 80s or 70s and stuff like that. White Rain, setting spray and stuff like that. That stuff used to work back then. You can't use that now though. Hold on real quick. My nose is trying to be athletic. Hold on. 12 for $14.34. I'm gonna tell you that might be the best $14.34 that you spend. Those eight was $2.99, but the others, they're not gonna have them out there at the Ollie's, cause for some reason, and they probably put it at the Ollie's because this orange was being defiant. But you see how I made that orange work? You see how I made it work? And if the water didn't work, I was gonna dip it in some alcohol. Okay. So I was gonna make it work. So sometimes when they send stuff to the dang on outlets and stuff, it just might be one thing and it just doesn't work. I'm gonna tell you what I think the problem is the packaging, because now people are trying to be collectors of Crayola because they realize, and Crayola is, this is probably a repackaging issue. They're probably going to come out with these, and so they're on the Amazon for 14.34. They'll probably come out with these and repackage these and probably make them a big deal, because you can color. Let me pick my good book. Let me pick a good book. Okay, let me pick Wild Summer, because if they can color in a good book with no piece of paper in the back, let me just find. I'm not gonna color a page. I'm just gonna color. I'm just like this. This is the same paper. This is Wild Summer. And so, y'all, I already did it on a cheap paper. And there, I picked that orange up. I sure did. And the orange is, it don't even really look orange, but that orange probably messed it up for everybody. Sideways coloring. Sideways. Hold that marker sideways. Any of the markers, hold them sideways. I'm gonna put that right there. And the black is good. All the this is on the good paper. Now, wouldn't that be something if it did go through on the good paper? I don't think it will. Yeah, hold that marker sideways. And that green is popping. Oh, that's a nice grass green, St. Patrick green. And see, that orange doesn't even look orange. This is the yellow. And you never know. That's probably why it might have been. I'm going to hold it closer to the camera. It said, well, the container looks orange. You know what? And that's another thing. They sell defective stuff. This might be a mistake, because this looks orange on the package, but it's coming out on the thing yellow. I don't see anything that looks orange. Isn't that something? So let me show you. Let me show you what that looks like right there. That doesn't look like an orange, and that might be the problem. That's why they sent it to Ollie's. And let's see what it looks like over here. Not one thing through. And it's a permanent marker. I can't wait for Foxy Review to come through. Okay. Well, they probably did, but I think you know what? Because I can't remember which one I found before. Now, Sharpies will go through. Okay, I can't remember. Hold on. But see, Sharpies markers itself as an acrylic marker, from what I believe. So acrylic markers will not go through. So maybe these Crayolas are acrylic. And what, you know what? If they are acrylic, I can't close that page. If they are acrylic, why? And that's more affordable. Why didn't they say that they're acrylic? Hold on. Where my magnifying glass at, y'all? I got a magnifying glass. Hold on. This is my grandmother's. It just says colorful permanent inks. It says inks. Crayola Take Note permanent markers are permanent on most surfaces. Coated paper, photos, fabric, canvases, metal, plastic, and wood. Well, why they punk out? Why they let Sharpies come through? Come through. But I didn't appreciate Sharpie's price. I didn't for the small number. So I think we're onto something over here, Foxy Colorist. And I need you to bring it to the people as only you can. Mm-hmm. The Glam Pop Sharpie. Uh-huh. Yeah. Not the acrylic Sharpie. Oh, the Glam Pop Sharpies? Oh. Which one? Because I have you mean the, oh, you mean the other oh, I know what Sharpies you mean. I got those, because those are permanent. Oh, you know what? But I would have to take a minute to find them. I have those. I know what you're talking about. I don't have them right behind me. I have them in my art closet. I know which ones you're talking about. They probably did. But why didn't they Sharpies have the fox? I know, right? Right. Here we go. And that's the thing. Did you see how they put on here no smell? Hold on. They got on here no harsh odor. They were probably trying to compete. No harsh odor. Them Sharpies will make you feel like you had too long out of nice teas and give you a headache. I know exactly what you're talking about. The smell is horrible. And I don't even know if, well, when I opened these up, the first thing I did was smell it. There is nothing worse than that strong alcohol smell that these things have. And if I was sensitive to smells like that, like I know some people are, they smell those smells and they get a headache. Oh, you talking about that? Yeah, well, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But even for me, the regular Sharpies, I don't. I got the glam ones. Let me be grammatically correct. I have actually, I have a Sharpie fetish. I have all of the Sharpies. I don't have like a whole collection, but I have I have a sample of all of them. And I'm gonna tell you, the fine tip Sharpies are everything. The fine point tip. If you're a person that likes to write, even if you do calligraphy or somebody just likes to write stuff very clear and direct, and they come in different colors, or if you're doing detailed journaling and stuff, yeah, not the acrylic Sharpies, the glam. Uh-huh, I got those. And you know what? I didn't like them. And that's probably why I didn't like them. That's probably why they're not right here, right behind me. Hmm. Sometimes I don't even realize stuff because I'm like, I use something the next day. I'm like, I'm sneezing and nose running and stuff because I didn't color something. Okay, well, we done opened up a whole new can of worms out here, and I think that that might be something I'll probably go ahead and get me some of those, or I'm not gonna get anything right now, but those will be something I'll have in my budget plan for next month. Cause girl, I went over my budget this month, and so it's still ain't in the month. Next month will be here next week, but no, I got, girl. Anyway, so I'm going to show what I did for my abandoned reverse collage. And this, I'm really enjoying this. I'm actually enjoying this a little bit more than coloring. I don't know if y'all know what reverse collage is, but basically you buy a book or you pull a book or get a book from the Goodwill or the Dollar Tree, something. Usually hardbound is better, but you know, you can use any book. I think people call these art journals. Miss Dee Dee Wellingham calls hers a reverse collage. A couple other people call them a lot of different things. So I had started and some pages, and I did them in a Dollar Tree book. I had bought this Star Wars little book for $1. And I'm gonna tell you, this book was sewn bound. Can you believe it? Sewn bound for a little book I got for $1.25. So this is when I did these two pages. Anyway, I didn't like the pages that I did. I'm going to take these and put them in another book because I already did the work in them. So this was the book everybody was using, Abandoned Places. Come to find out, they have the book that has Abandoned Places down here. And that's what I was looking for. But Amazon sent me notification that thrift books had it. Um, and I didn't even look. I thought this was the one. Now Amazon has it for $30. I got this one for $8 and some change. I said yes, thank you so much. But they have a whole abandoned thing, so I don't even know. But anyway, this has the same photographer, the same photographer, and I checked a whole bunch of people that had this, and it's the same pictures. Uh huh. So let me just show you what I did. I only had this book for like 2 days, practically one day before I started going into it because I was so excited. Now, I did try to do the abandoned pages reverse collage on my own, and I wasn't really feeling it. And I knew that if I watched somebody else do it, I learned more so by watching somebody else do it and then show me what it is that needs to be done. Show me the final product, show me the end result perfectly or close to perfect, and then show me how to get to those little goals of what I need, and then watch me do it, or just, yeah, watch me do it, or let me do it with you, and then after that let me do it myself, and then after that I got it, and then I can make it my own. Sometimes I can just catch on stuff right away, but this is a lot different because you really want to do it right. But collages are so easy. You can just do a collage, but I'm not talking about a regular collage. I'm talking about something that it's a book. You're remaking a book, and I want to take pride in it. And I actually like it more so than, like I said, coloring in a way. So basically, you just get a book, a hardbound, to be preferable. And so this was the book that I saw Miss Dee Dee Wellingham with. So now I'm going to flip the pages, but I'm going to show you some things that I did cut out for particular pages. And now this one is not a great example of it, but don't worry, just follow me with it. And these pages are not colored in here. I mean, not glued in here. I did not permanently attach them. I just used some, the stick glue. Uh, this kind of glue. Just put a little slight swipe so that I can angle them there. But basically, this page had a whole bunch of robot stuff and some words, and I did paint over it, and then I painted around some of the words, and then I cut out some other collages. So just follow me with it. This one I have not touched yet, and the thing with this is the paper is so shiny. You have to put down, well, you put down what you want to. You can put some matte paint down, or you can put the Mod Podge. I mean, not the Mod Podge, the matte medium. I'm not going to get into that because when I do, see Miss Dee Dee Wellingham, she'll let you know what to do. But anyway, the object is to, blend these together, put some collage, paint them and everything. Just remake the pages. So these I have not done yet, but there will be some pages that I will do. But what I want you to see is all of the options. Like, oh my goodness, this right here is one of my favorite pages. Um, so Miss Dee Dee Wellingham does hers with the theme, with one of her books with the theme of outer space. Now this one, I basically just like, I found two things. I cut it in half because I was putting it in the crack. So I put that right here, and I have not colored this or anything. This is just lightly glued. So you're basically taking this page and redoing it, just like you'll have something there to start it with. And you basically go through collage books, which I have a couple I ordered from the Amazon sale, like these books here. And you just cut out some of the items that they have in here. And you either have a theme or you go by a color. Amazon had a sale where they had buy two books and get one free. So I asked Miss Dee Dee Wellingham what would be a good book to get for the collages, and she suggested this book by Maria Rivas, Extraordinary Things to Cut Out and Collage. And then I saw this one, Even More Extraordinary Things, and then this was the extra book that I got. But what I did also was I collected old magazines, Essence, National Geographic, and all that kind of stuff. You can go to thrift stores and get magazines and stuff. Now, I collected those things, but I kept them in a box in the garage because you don't want to have whole papers around. I don't like clutter. So what I try to do is go through and cut those out and then throw them away what I don't want to use. So I have a bin of not well not a big bin but a bin of stuff that I just put together. Now these are not glued together. They're not when I say glued together, they are not glued down in the book. Mm, hold on. That one light is bothering me, but I might not be able to do anything with it. Let me turn this light on. Okay, that's a little better. Maybe I turn this back on. Okay, there we go. So I just put a little glue down just to place them so that when I close the book up, I'll know where they're going to be. But there's a whole process of when you really want to place them on here. And then you can also paint the background with whatever you want. I suggest matte medium, just like Miss Dee Dee Wellingham suggests. So I'm just going to show you the pages. Now, like this page right here, I'll go ahead and color this, and I'll color it kind of similar with these, and I'll color it with acrylic matte paint. Now this was like a prison scene right there, and then I cut out some goats. These people walking goats, and I'm doing it like they're walking out of the jail cell. You know, and you just can use your creativity. This one, I was watching Miss Dee Dee. She has a whole video on this room. So basically, I put some color up in here, and I put some Posca markers around there. I haven't done anything. I blacked the windows out, and I blacked that out, and I blacked that out. But you make the page over however you want. And this page, I did do the sides. I did add a pussycat. He's not permanently in here. He's got the stick glue. Hold on, let me put this here, there. And this is my page that I did of Camellia de Enrico that I burnt the page up. So I cut that one out. And then this room already kind of looked like this. I didn't add anything to this. This room was like an insane asylum. And I actually wanted him to be up here, but I did not want to lose the shape of that. And his big bobblehead, you know, so I said, well, let me just kind of place him a little bit like that, but I will put some paint on there, and I will even him out so you won't see, you know, the line part, and then I'll color him in. So I haven't painted them. This page I cannot wait to get to. A lot of people that do reverse collages that have this book have colored that page. I'm going to kind of go fast. This page, I do kind of want that yellow flower there. This is a stairwell. This is a really nice page to color. I was thinking about cutting out this kitty cat and somehow putting him here. And it's just a collage, so you can do whatever you want, however you find your products. Now, this page I really love. I think I'm going to envision putting something gory up here and having blood coming down the steps. And maybe somebody laying on the floor right there. I do love horror, y'all. I do. This could be anything. But what I primarily did, and the reason why I wanted to get the same book that Miss Dee Dee Wellingham was using, because like I said, I can learn by trying to imitate or appreciate how somebody else has done something. Uh, and then after I get it a couple times, and then I can make it my own. So this book has lots of pages that I like. So this page right here, I didn't put any paint on it yet. I just put this lady on here, and then the collage book had a suggestion of cutting her head off, and then you can put things flying out or whatever. So I'm going to do that. And then on this side, I figured I would just put something like that with a Christmas tree. And nothing has to match. And I thought it was nice because these stairwells are going down, you know, and it's just, it is what it is. So this one had a stone lady here, and then I found my collage book, a stone man. So I kind of put it so that, well, that might be a man too. That might be two men. It doesn't matter. So that one's looking down at that. So what I have to do is figure something out for that. And then you can also finger paint. So, and that's what Miss Dee Dee does. Miss Dee Dee do. Beautiful pages. Like this is one of my favorites also. So I'm going to try to go through because, you know. Now this little lady right here, this was basically rock and sand or whatever in a hotel. So I went ahead and found a phone booth, and then I cut her out of the collage book because this looks like a little beach area. Put the sun there. I'm going to brighten that sun up. I'm going to put a hoagie here. And I'm going to put a little selection of cocktails. And then I put a little sign there that says Las Vegas. Now, mind you, I'm cutting these all out and I'm gluing them down and I'm painting over it to actually make it look like one whole page. And then at the point that I'm finished, then I'll put some varnish over it. Shout out to Miss Dee Dee Wellingham, and it'll all be shiny and smooth like that's how the page was supposed to be. It's a collage, y'all. It's a collage. So I can't wait to get to this page because I love red and it looks like bloody. I'm thinking about hanging some drips of blood and maybe putting some beef up there. Child, I love gore. I do, but I'm a scaredy cat. But no, if somebody cuts themselves, I'll definitely put a bandage on you. But don't ask for too much, you know. So anyway, the pages are just awesome. And you can do a lot with them. I'm just trying to get to some of the pages that I did. Put some color down. And like I said, I bought this book. Well, I bought another book like this for $3. And I saw it on Amazon for $30. I bought it for $3 at Books A Million. And some of these pages I already have plans for. So just the fact that I've had this, less than 2 days, and we'll get to some more pages. Dee Dee suggest to do some pages in the beginning of the book and pages in the middle and pages in the middle and the end, because you don't want the spine to expand too much. I think that's what she said. I might be wrong. So this one I kind of did think out a little bit, because this page actually just had these 5 towers in here and just this whole background. So I cut out some fruit. I don't know what kind of fruit that is. I put them on top of there, and then this flame, and then I put a mirror here. I noticed that Dee Dee does put mirrors and clocks in hers. And then I cut these women out. Now when I paint over it and everything, it'll all look like one page, like everything is clear. But I put it so that these women will look like they're looking out there. And then I put this dude on the side. I'm going to put him on a rock or something, so it looks like he's checking the women out, and the women are checking out whatever that is, and then I'll add something else to it. But it's just being creative, and it is so much fun. And you know why I like it? Because every time I see Miss Dee Dee Wellingham on her page doing this, she gets so excited. Oh my goodness. She does. She loves this. I love this right here. She just loves her collages. She does. She sure does. And I love this page. Then every time I look at her videos, she shows her book like I'm doing now. So whenever I show it, maybe every month or every 2 months, I'll show you what I'm adding to it. You don't have to do. It's not like coloring. Like a lot of people don't color one page and color it all the way through. Some people do. Good for you if you do. I can't do that because I like shading and I like adding blingage and stuff. It will take me too long to sit and do one page. So I like getting a book and I like moving around the book. I try to limit myself, and then I come back and then that part is done and I'll think about something else. So everybody works at their own pace when it comes to art. No one way is correct or not. And I can still color in this book. So that's the part that I really like. So it's adding a little bit of extra. And Miss Dee Dee Wellingham did this page really well. So I think she did an under galaxy down below, and they've got these 4 men sitting here looking, or 5 men sitting down here looking. Okay, 5. I thought it was another one up in there. So it's awesome. This one I just prepped. I just put some paint over that part. I did put some matte medium down. That's why it's sticking, but I like the sticking sound. I don't know, I'm weird. And then this one, I did the background, and I left everything just like it is so I can come through. I really like how smooth this sand area is and how these are, so I can really be creative. I'm going to definitely do an outer space scene with that one. And then this one had words all over here, and then it had this whole page like that. So I went ahead and did some background on that and then brought it over here. And yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to put on there, but it's called Prepping the Book. So and it's no rush, and no page is done until, like Miss Dee Dee Wellingham says, until you varnish it. Once it's varnished, you can't do too much with it after that. But look at all of the options that you have. And you can do each one of these separate, or you can put them together. And I saw when she did hers, she kind of mingled them together a little bit. And a couple of other people. Now this one, I have a little plan for this one, and I'm going to show you. I know Miss Dee Dee had this one where she covered everything, colored everything, and had this little platform out here. So these are some of the things that I thought about with this one. I was going to put these little girls right here sitting right there. And I was going to put that right there. And then I was going to put this hyena right there, kind of looking down at them. And I was going to put this lion up here. So I'm going to put that moon right there. And then color coordinate it. So it looks like the lion is looking down at these ladies. And this hyena is looking at the lion. Because, they're enemies. Or tiger or whatever. But, so that's how you just kind of figure out something. And I just like how they're like sitting there like that. So I was going to make a little ledge. Yeah, that's sitting there innocently speaking. And actually these are like the same people. Look at it. It looks like a double image or something like that. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I will maybe come back tomorrow and actually put that one together and varnish it and everything to show you how, how you do it from the beginning to the end. That's why I left that in there like that. This is my favorite page in here. It's gorgeous. Well, actually, all of the pages are my favorite. Now, I did put some black matte paint on the background. I'm going to make it a galaxy or something like that. And then I did, oh no, this was already there. I was going to say I did circle that in black, but no. So that's all I did. And, then you just prep your book with whatever you want to see and whatever. And then when you go through your collage books or your magazines or your old calendars and stuff. Now this one I did put some black matte paint there and I didn't do anything else. So, got my options. This page is a beautiful page too, and you can link all these together. It's so fun. This is actually more fun than coloring sometimes because you're making the page so that you can color it. So I haven't colored it in it yet, and I can't wait. So I was trying to get at least 20 pages. I think I have 10 that I've got two in together. And so that's what I was doing. Yeah. What'd you say? What did she say? Don't say that no more. You like it better than coloring, girl. You the coloring view. I'm a Foxy the colorist. You my coloring road dog. I know. But I'm a color in this one too, Foxy. And I'm gonna tell you, you might like it also. I'm just saying. Just get your little box, collect your little scraps and stuff or whatever you see, cut it out, clip it, put it in a box, and close it up. Don't deal with it. You already got the supplies for it. You got the paints, you got the pencils, brushes, and markers. You just got to get some glue. But just, I'm telling you, Miss Foxy, just start a little thing to the side, okay? And you don't got to tell nobody. And then when you get ready to do it, you find the right book, you be like, I think I feel like reverse collaging. What is the viewers of you talking about? They look like baby on the rug rack. I know, right? I know which picture you're talking about. Uh-huh. Hi, and that's me view Scary the Cat, but with color and do horror. I know. Oh, I love doing horror coloring, but it doesn't have to be so horrible, So, but yeah, but I do love it. I do. Anytime I see a chance to color something gory, I will. I mean, I don't think about that stuff all the time, so that's good. So, okay, so I think that's it. How long I've been on here? Hour and 14 minutes. Nobody hit the stanky light, and that's okay. I done did a haul. We done busted out a Crayola permanent marker that doesn't bleed through paper. I done showed you my Abandoned Places book. And I talk my smack. I think that's it. Thank y'all for watching my video.